So hello fam, I'm gonna start with the eyes. I put drops of resin in the silicone surface and make sure to make them the size that you want the iris. Let them dry overnight and once they are dry, it's time for the paint job. Put it upside down and with a tip of a brush or a pencil and black paint, put a dot in the center and then with a tiny brush, paint some details in the edges. I want these eyes to be yellow, so once the black paint is completely dry, paint on top with the yellow paint and you're done with the eyes. Now on the actual phone case, I'm using a cheap clear case. I put a base of air dry clay to start sculpting on top. I want to put the iris just to make a guide and have an idea on where the nose and the mouth are gonna be. Make sure to always have a reference image. I'm using this one. I will leave you the link of where I got it if you want to check it out. Okay, so now that I sketch out where everything is going to be, I start placing the clay to make the base face features. Put water on top of the clay to blend the edges, and also water is like the glue of the clay. In this moment my camera turned off and I didn't notice it, but while the camera was off I just make holes for the eyeballs. Place the eyeballs on the holes that we just made, and on top of the eyeball put the resin iris that we just made. This character has very defined face features, like her nose. It's kinda curvy and pointy, so we have to make sure that we're sculpting a curvy and pointy nose. Now I'm working on the forehead. She's supposed to be mad, so work on that expression. Okay, the eyelids are just a flat piece of clay shaped like a chubby rainbow. You will need two for every eye, obviously. At this moment I find out that her nose has the wrong shape, so make sure to copy who you are seeing in the reference image, not what you think you're seeing. But what I really love about this character is that yes, she has very particular shape features, but she is also all about the makeup. For her cheeks, she's supposed to be screaming, so I took a piece of clay and shaped it like a T or like Mexico and then blend it out. In the mouth, I put little pieces of clay to simulate the gums. I made these fangs yesterday, so today they will be dragged to just string them onto the soft gums. shaped the lips and the chin around it, and then I blend everything together. Now, as you can see, I put a piece of clay on top of the forehead to look like it is part of her nun outfit. The next day, it was finally completely dry, so with sandpaper I start shaping the edges and getting rid of any imperfection. Just be careful with the eyes. Now cover everything with a coat of white paint. Now with a light paint I'm painting the gums. With a tiny brush and black paint I'm painting the inner corner of the eye. With a wet brush in water and black paint I start painting the mouth and the lips. Now make sure to blend the edges of the paint of the lips. Now take your pastels, bring the black one, and start contouring her. The darker parts are the eyes and the mouth, there are her cheeks and the sides of her nose, and finally her forehead. With black paint I start to darken the lids and painting some kind of veins that she has on her eyes and mouth. Next I'm putting another coat of white paint on the parts that are supposed to be her outfit. With a wet brush and yellow paint I painted her teeth. Now with red acrylic paint I'm putting some blood. I put a coat of sealant to protect the paint, but it wasn't shiny enough, so on the parts that are supposed to be wet, I put resin. Let it dry overnight and she's done. I really love how this turns out. I hope you like it as much as I love it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video and comment.